Hello, everybody. Welcome to Santana Barbershop, the home of the crispiest lineups. Whether you have a full and dense hairline or a thin hairline, here at this barbershop, it is our job to make the most out of every canvas. So today you guys are gonna follow me throughout the process of a lineup, and the three steps are to trim down the lineup hairs, to use the trimmer, and then use the razor blade. So let's jump right into it. So the reason why you want to trim these hairs down is because you don't want it to be too bulky, because too bulky means not sharp. It's not going to be sharp if there's a lot of hair right here. So we're going to take it down with a number one guard. We're going to go down with it. And usually while I do my haircuts, I don't like being quiet because I feel like that makes it awkward. So I'm going to give you guys 3 tips to have a healthier headset. Okay, so the first tip is that you gotta watch what you eat. Yes, watch what you eat. Um, the hair is actually a non-essential tissue in your body, so it is the last to receive nutrients and the first to be withheld from them. And this all according to trichologists at Philip Kingley Clinic in New York City. Okay, so the food you want to be eating is food that is packed with protein, like fish and eggs, or food that is packed with iron, like green and leafy plants, or just your greens and vegetables, or red meat. Okay, so the next step is to use your trimmer. Nah, you just want to get it as straight as possible, right? So these are my hitters, so it leaves them really straight. So like So we got one side done, kind of. You can see how it's it's. You want the shape, you want the lineup to be like a square, right? So you want it to be even, and so that's why you never go like across the full head, because then you probably aren't gonna get it straight. So you want to just go like baby steps. So the second tip is to sleep on silk. So you can sleep on silk pillowcases or with a silk bonnet. And basically, this is good to retain moisture, right? So for people with like curly hair or wavy hair, this is good for them because it it basically makes your hair yeah, it makes it moisture, right? So like um so yeah, so for the I already did the curve on this side, so now I'm gonna do it on this side so you guys can see. So like you want to use your corners a lot, because you're making a curve right now. So corners, no full blade. And yeah, silk also reduces friction, right? So that is good for your hair because you can avoid breakage and frizz. So the last tip, my fault. So as you can see, I got it pretty straight. If you guys can agree or not. The last tip, as well, I'm gonna use my razor blade here. Could you like turn the chair like that way? Yeah. Watch the shoe. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna put the towel right here because I'm gonna wipe off all the residue that I get with the razor blade. So usually you want to use like a shave gel, but if you're a pro at it, you got it. So you want to stretch the skin, right? Because that helps avoid any irritation or any cuts. And you want to wipe off the residue on the towel. One thing you don't want to wipe off on your towel is your hair. You don't want to be using towels when you wipe off your hair because this actually makes your hair weaker. And not only does it make it weaker, but okay, so not only does it make it weaker, but it can worsen your split ends. And signs of damage is frizz or dry hair. Okay, so today we went through trimming down the lineup hairs using the trimmer and using the lineup. And I also gave you guys tips on how to take better care of your hair. These tips were watch what you eat and up your nutrients, sleep on silk, okay, sleep on silk, and I'm sorry. I had a little moment of concentration. Okay, so you want to sleep on silk and you want to avoid drying your hair with a towel. So if you don't get your lineup, I hope, okay, if you don't get your lineup by your barber, I suggest you check it out with a barber that you can trust. And if you don't get your lineup, then I hope you at least learn how to take better care of your hair. That's it.